Exploring Secrets of Success 8b. God didn't deem Adam fit for a wife until after he had instructed him to keep and dress the garden. One major requirement before you can be married in our church is your work. We want to know where a man works and lives. It is only after we have established the fact that he has a job that can sustain himself and his wife and that he is not living in his father's house or with relatives, that he is qualified to be interviewed for marriage. That is God's rule and we are helping to establish it on the earth. Get to work, it's your only hope to reign on this earth. A wise man once said, "The train of failure usually runs on the track of laziness." The only preparation for tomorrow is the right use of today. Hard work will pave way for you. It doesn't kill, it only refines. Receive the grace for tireless and fruitful labor right now, in Jesus' mighty name. Add work to giving. In Luke 6 verse 38, the Bible says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, and shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that ye mete withal it shall be measured to you again." Many, especially believers, have thought that giving is the only thing to do to become financially successful. Have no doubts about it, our God is a covenant-keeping God. What He has promised, He will do. He says, "Give, and it shall be given back to you." True. Giving procures the blessings, but work is the channel through which they will flow to you. It is the blessing of the Lord that maketh rich, that is why by strength shall no man prevail. So, giving is the foundation for the ultimate result you get through working. Let me strike the balance between giving and working with these scriptures. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. Proverbs 18:16. Your giving creates room for you before God, qualifying you for His blessings. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. Proverbs 22:29. So, both a man's gifts and his diligence bring him before great men and kings. Your giving and work together determine your ultimate placement in life. You don't only prosper by giving, your prosperity in giving becomes a reality by your working. Your giving secures God's blessings upon what you do, while your work is the channel through which that blessing comes. The Bible says we gather by labor. Charismatics have been taught how to give, but many have not been taught the covenant dignity of labor. God promised to bless Abraham and make him very great. In chapter 14 of Genesis, we saw him give when he gave tithes to Melchizedek. But he didn't stop there. To take delivery of his blessings, he had to work. He was a cattle rearer. God has nothing to bless when you are not doing any work, because he has covenanted to bless you through the works of your hands. Whatsoever he doth shall prosper. PS 1:3. Also, see Isaiah 3:10, say yet to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. When you give, you need to create channels for the blessings to get back to you, and this you do by working. Reading through Deuteronomy 28, you will discover that every blessing is poured upon the works of the hands of the people. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto, and he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. Working hands are blessed hands. No matter how good a giver you are, until you create channels for those blessings through work, you will suffer frustrations. Trade your talent. Every redeemed child of God has a tradable talent that can occupy him profitably. We have all been endowed with talents and commended by Jesus to occupy till I come. He gave to everyone according to our several abilities. You have a rich endowment on your inside, but you are wasting away because you can't see it. Self-discovery is the highway to self-recovery. Elisha asked that widow, "What hast thou in thy house?" You are indebted and a failure today because you haven't located that rich deposit you have been endowed with. You are the temple of God. There is something inside you that is crying out for expression, but because you don't have a good work culture or mentality, it is wasting away. Your talent, what you have been endowed with, is superior to your education, what you studied in school. Your qualification cannot withstand your talents, so trade that talent, don't let it rot away. In Jesus' parable of the talents in Matthew 25, the servants who traded with their talents made much more talents and increased by them. If you put your hands to work with the talents inside you, you will be so occupied all the days of your life, that no one can deny your success on the earth. All that is needed to make you successful is inside you. A brother needed to start doing something and he came to me for prayers. According to him, immediately I laid my hands upon him, he began to hear, water, water. God released him into water business and his heaven opened and has remained open ever since. May God cause the scales on your eyes to fall off, so you can see that glorious destiny God had in store for you, in Jesus' mighty name. You will enter into it. And the world will know that it is the hand of the Lord. Friend, no one succeeds by accident. Success is a product of labor, for, in all labor there is profit. Profiting in life comes as a result of labor. What you don't put into life, don't expect to get out of it. I believe that you are only guaranteed good success after you have poured yourself into your work. Without a personal input, you will never experience personal success. Failure and poverty are curses caused by laziness, not Satan. The Bible says, a little sleep, a little slumber. Not, a little Satan, a little demon. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. Proverbs 6 verse 10-11. The cheapest way to fight failure is to work hard. There is no substitute for hard work, if you must succeed. When you despise hard work, you have made a choice for a hard life. If you don't work, you will beg, and begging is contrary to righteousness. The Bible says the sleep of a hard-working man is sweet, Eccle 5 verse 12. Get excited with work, and failure will leave you alone. Approach that your little kiosk as though it were a big supermarket. Get up early in the morning and be there. Have an account book for your sales. You have a great future. It is impossible for God not to bless you, but it has to be through the work of your hands. If you do nothing, multiply nothing by 1,000, what you have is nothing, that is, no blessing. Many of us will flow in billions, but we need a billion range diligence to see this. Be sold out to the assignment you have on hand. Things will never work by you watching them, they will only work for you by you working them out. Your destiny is determined by what you do with your hands. Be determined to keep your destiny alive. Don't wait for life to deliver what it wishes to you. By your hands, you must make your life count according to God's purpose for you.